What is the tea? I am actually so excited to film this because, see, I was gonna do a video about like loving yourself and how to make yourself like hate yourself less, which probably will be coming soon, but instead I decided to talk about a topic that often makes me feel like crap and makes me sad and kind of lonely. It's boys. See, me and boys, we have a love-hate relationship. Boys are the dumbest creatures on earth, but also sometimes the cutest. Boys are literal trash, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, so you get it. Like, I love boys, but I also hate boys all at the same time. And honestly, it's kind of confusing. That's probably why the church hates the gays so much, because we never know what we want. Oh my god, we're just confused little kids, like, that have been taught in the wrong house. I don't. Side note, PSA starting. I'm gonna go film the PSA. I don't know where. I'm just gonna put it right. Oh, that's in front of Jesus. Okay, I actually had to wear this USA shirt for the PSA just because it's a PSA. So, side note to my little cousins. Surprise! I'm a flaming homosexual, and you're watching this, which means you know that I'm a flaming homosexual. But here's the catch, you can't tell your homophobic parents, or else I will literally die. Get kicked out of the house, maybe live alone on the street, because I will be disowned. This can be a secret just between us. No, but seriously, my little cousins or any church people that are watching this, just make sure you keep that tea to yourself, because sister needs a roof to live on. I'm not ready for that yet, but when I am, I'll let you know, and then we can have this conversation again. We love America, and we're back. So, with the information you just gathered from the first minute, I'm gay. That's the tea, sis. Not really tea, because, come on. It's very confusing for me because I'm physically attracted to men, but I also hate them. I can't explain how stupid they are, but for some reason us girls and us gay bitches still somehow find a way to like them. But why? I don't know. I'm only 18, which means I'm probably much better off without a man. I have this whole life ahead of me. I can do whatever I want. I can have hopes, dreams, goals. I can, like, I don't know, focus on my studies or figure out my life. But instead, no. I think it's become a bigger issue in recent years where I fall in love with literally any boy that is decently cute and averagely nice to me. But when a boy actually somehow likes me, like for real, I suddenly become a little bitch, get scared of commitment, and run away. Let's get rid of our toxic behaviors together. Okay, Heike, I look so good today. She's like not even joking. Like, I'm like radiating Curology, hit me up. Oh, too close. Well, obviously, I am the male expert. I know everything about men, and nobody else can compare to me because I'm an experienced bitch. So what is the tea about the boys that I've talked to? At this point, at the rate I'm going and the way that I treat relationships and boys, I'm probably gonna die alone. So where can I spill some tea? See, romantic comedies, they're kind of my shit. I've always been told that I have a very vivid imagination. So when I watch romantic comedies like To All the Boys I Loved Before, or 10 Days to Lose a Guy, or I don't know, maybe even Sex in the City sometimes. Like, I create this imagination in my head that makes me think that my life is just gonna end up that way, which is probably an unhealthy outlook on life. And it is. Shit does not work out like that. I'm sure some cases, like, but like, for the most part, that shit doesn't happen. So with this vivid imagination, I have this thing in my head, especially dreams. I actually have a lot of dreams about literally falling in love and having that, you know what I mean, that little moment with the music, and then your heart kind of beats a little faster. Then I wake up and I realize that, ooh, still alone. So like there's this thing that's separate from my dreams. See, when I see a boy that's remotely cute or remotely someone I can imagine myself with, I have this imagination and I create this life with them. And scenarios, perhaps that's the word for it. Scenarios. Long-winded scenarios that make me happy. Then, when I never see them again, I suddenly get sad. Again. Therefore, for our first category of boys that we are talking about, I'm talking about the boys that I saw, created a whole future with, and then realized that I'm a dumb bitch that thinks the world actually likes me. Plot twist, it doesn't. 11/11, fuck you. Thank you for absolutely nothing. First off, Home Depot. This was the most recent. I was at Home Depot with my best friend V, and I actually have live recordings of me seeing this boy, which I will put the clips right here. I love being a beauty guru. This would literally be cheaper just to buy one. Accident. Shocker, it was a white boy. I think you'll see the pattern as I go along with this video, but a lot of them are white boys. Why? I can't explain it. I'm just a fucking... I don't even know what I am. See, in my head, this boy was gonna come talk to me and help me cut wood. No pun intended, for my shelf, right? And then we were gonna fall in love and have a life together. And he would pick me up from school and we would get salads, because he was white. I'm pretty sure salads and white people, like, it's a thing, probably with avocado. I actually genuinely wanted to find out if he was, you know, playing on my side. So I asked my friend V if she could go talk to him and figure it out. But as we were arguing, because she didn't want to do it, see, we were arguing about, like, she should do it for me, do you want me to be happy? And then when when I finally forced her to do it, we looked back and he disappeared. That was so fucking rude. We literally stayed in the store for another couple minutes, like at least 10-20 minutes. We were walking around hoping to see him, and guess what? He literally fell off the face of the earth. And if that's not like a sign from God saying like, bitch, you're staying lonely, then I don't know what is. Now for boy number 2, it's a much different story, but also kind of the same. I'm in college, in case you didn't know, and me and my friends often stay in a library room together. And when everyone went home, I was still there, alone. And these 3 boys walk into the door. They're like, can we use the room to change the film in the camera? Because it was like actual like old people film where you can only change it in the dark or else if it gets exposed, it's ruined. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'm alone anyway. So they turned off all the lights and they were talking. And then I looked to my left and then there's a white boy. Oh, surprise? Not really. He had his, he just had his little cute little cuff jeans and brown boots, and he was just wearing a normal burgundy t-shirt. Why I remember all this is kind of sad, but I do. Then I tried to make conversation. I'm gonna put some dramatic reenactments, just so you can get a little image in your head. Oh, so you guys are film majors? So then I kept asking them questions. But instead of like listening to the answers that the other 2 guys were saying, I was like, yeah, I don't really care about your answers, I'm asking him. Right, cool, that was a great answer, but what about you? So as I was asking these questions, I actually learned a bit about him. He's from Kansas, he's a film major, and he wanted to go to school in Seattle, but he ended up at the college that I'm going to. So after that, he said this little thing. See, this little thing in my head, that the little imagination train. Oh, it must be nice to live in Los Angeles. You know, like there's a big difference between Los Angeles and Kansas. He was like, yeah, it was really nice to get away from like really closed-minded people. I was like, was that a hint? Were you trying to like hit me or something? Because I think that was a hint. So then from there, my mind went like million miles per hour. So then he walked out and I said, good luck, guys. So right after they walk out, my immediate reaction was, fuck. Because I should have gotten his number.
Penny, my whole class was eaten by zombies.
We'll never know. That boy could have been straight, but the fact that I just, you know, felt that little and I didn't go for it, sis, and now I'll probably never see that boy ever again. I have learned my lesson to not be a dumb bitch. So when we're talking about dumb bitch boys, let's not forget, I'm a boy. I'm the dumbest bitch there is. The plot twist is that we're all trash. Next we're gonna talk about toxic, I don't know how to explain it. Just boys who are kind of the scum of the earth. Here are two boys that I've talked to who are genuinely, how do you say this, idiots. First off is, let's say Succulent, because I have succulents on my window. Is a boy I met through a club. That's the T, so any people who were in that club, you know this boy. He just is one of those people who knows that he's somewhat attractive and uses that and kind of fucking plays with everyone's emotions. I should have known that he was kind of a toxic bitch when he literally called me fat. Or I'm sorry, he called me almost fat. See, I was getting there. He was like, don't gain any more weight. I should have known, but you know. I was just so attached to the thought of someone actually liking me that I saw past that. He was just such a douchebag. He was just a horrible person only because he was just so back and forth, and in the back of my head I knew that he didn't want this, but he kept saying he did, and then some days he would just not talk to me or be mad at me or do or say something that would like piss me off. Oh my god, don't even get me started. I just remembered. He would always say like, oh, another boy texted me, or another boy snapped me, I'm gonna reply, he's cute. Like, I fucking get it. Like, I sound so stupid saying this. I sound desperate and that I'm gonna die alone, and I just sound like an idiot. But I fell for it, and that's the T. But eventually, I got so pissed off, it was over. Whew, it's getting hot in here. I'm actually so heated. Like, I did not think I was gonna get this emotional about it. Like, I wanted to get emotional for the vid, but this is actually getting me so angry, not only at that person, Succulent, but also at myself for fucking putting myself through that. Can you believe me? I'm trash. All boys are trash. Literal tea. It brewed, I'm drinking it, I'm sipping it. Tea. The next boy, don't even get me started, sis. Keep in mind, just put this in a mental note. This boy flirted with me first, and that's the T, okay? Surprise, white boy. We're gonna name him Triceratops. So Triceratops texted me first. Actually no, I texted him first, because I was complimenting a video that he made, which by the way was trash. I was like, this is such a cute video, and he was like, you're cute, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then from there he started talking to me. He made the date, he wanted to hang out, right? And then he went on this trip far away, and he snapped me pictures of him. Ooh, this is like, I actually don't even know where he went. This is like a monument or whatever, and I'm like, wow, cute, cool. And I guess, see, I thought he genuinely liked me, so I was acting like he actually liked me, so I liked him, and of course I was like, that's really cool, and like talked to him and updated him. And then I guess, okay, I do agree that I'm kind of a clingy bitch, but he saw that as, I guess, not attractive, that somebody took interest in him. This is also weird saying, like, I'm not even joking. Like, I still feel uncomfortable talking about this because my sister's probably watching this, and She doesn't know all this tea yet. He just broke it off. This bitch was heartbroken. Because again, I'm not the prettiest person. I'm not the type of person who constantly has someone liking me. Like, that's just not a thing that happens in my life. So when someone does somehow take interest in me, I take it very extremely seriously. Surprise! I got hurt. But this was so long ago, like, it doesn't even matter anymore, so, right. Yes, I was kind of annoyed, but the fact that you talked to me first and kind of like, you know, pulled me along and strung me along and I believed it, and then you just, again, like the other one, he started talking to me about other guys. I'm like, I'm not interested in this. I do not want to hear about all the bullshit that you've been pulling on other people too. Like, I'm not interested. Whew! And that's basically it. That guy was a fucking douchebag, and that's the tea. And Triceratops will never be in my life again. I hate boys, and boys can literally go jump off a cliff. The lesson of these two boys, Triceratops and Succulent, is let's stop giving passes to boys that we think are cute. Because at the end of the day, they're human beings. And if you took away the way that they look, they literally trash. Next, I'm proving that I'm a dumb bitch. With boys that could have worked, but my dumbass wasn't sure about myself and was too scared to let anything actually happen. I love that I'm opening up and I'm just popping off. So these are boys that could have worked, but was ruined because of my fear for failure and rejection. And I was also scared for someone realizing how awful that I am. This boy's name is Hook. Literally one of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. We went to school together. And keep in mind, when I first came out to my friends, I was like a sophomore year in high school. And this was sophomore year, I believe, if I remember correctly. But he was the first boy that I ever talked to and the first boy that ever took interest in me and made me feel not like a fucking toe. And we talked for like, I think a good while, maybe a few months, like the rest of them too. But this guy was genuinely so kind, and it was actually both reciprocal the way that we talked. No, he was just too good. Like, I don't know. I think for me, in my head, it was too good to be true. It was sophomore year, I just came out. I was just so unsure of myself at that time. I just was not ready. I'm actually nervous talking about this one. Like, it makes me sound so terrible. But Hook texted back and forth, cute compliments and cute things together. We even did the most middle school thing. This wasn't even in middle school, but we literally met up after school to fucking hug. I don't even know if he remembers that, but we fucking met up to hug, and then we said goodbye. Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck meets up to hug? But yeah, I think everything was going well until I hit this big event for another club that I was in. And then suddenly, I just got this weird thing of like, oh, I need to focus on this, because if I do this, then I'm just not going to be able to do what I want to do. So, me being, so trashy at the time, I literally fucking ghosted. I did not text him. I was like, I'm busy, sis. What the fuck are you busy doing? You're a sophomore in high school. What are you doing? Like, math? Like, what? And yeah, that's what I did. There is a bright side to this story, is that me and Hook are like super close now. We're like really close friends, and we still talk, and he's probably one of the very few people that I can confide to about things like this and things involving boys. So I just want to say to Hook, you know who you are. I literally love you, and I'm so glad that we're like friends and close now. And sorry for that. Again, I'm actually such a horrible person. Like, I'm thinking about it now, like thinking back of how I would feel if I was in that place. Damn, like, I really fucking did that. I thought I was cute enough to fucking do that. Are you kidding me? That's the biggest joke in this video. So boys, I think that we've come to the conclusion that all boys are literally idiots. If you have one, great for you. If you don't, that's okay, because again, actual trash. Me too, I'm actual trash. And that's basically it for this video. But if you have any boy stories or like boys, comment below and like this video, because I honestly don't know what it helps, but I just hear other people saying it. So like the video, turn on the notification thing, and subscribe if you want. Like, I'm still figuring myself out and what I want to do, but just do it. Nike? I'm just gonna, oh my god, I did this last video, I don't want it to become a thing, but I'm just gonna turn off the camera. Bye! Thank you for coming to my tea session. I'll see you next time. Me, signed, XOXO, BP, Brian Pham. Bye! Okay, bye.